you've been kind of in the market for about 60 days with product again. So what have you noticed for your subdivision and for the Boise market? Maybe Dan, you can kind of comment first.
Gosh, I'll tell you, we've been real encouraged with the Boise market. We've had tons of interest when the framing was going up, the new models are going in. People that had been by before were stopping in. Said, "Gosh, we drive by. The neighborhoods always look good. What's going on here?"
What's been your main focus for the last 60 days and maybe even 2 years since you kind of went off the map and then now you're back on?
Trying weed experiments down out on our lots. Like
Thank goodness. Kent, what are buyers asking? What are some of the things that you've noticed in terms of the new market, the new generation?
Well, what I'm finding kind of interesting is that we're getting a lot of out-of-town buyers. People that are moving here, retiring here, rather than, we have the local market that's been watching the project grow over the past 18 months and over the last couple months, and but the out-of-state buyers, the retired people, they're also discovering us. They're looking for maybe downsizing.
To add to that, twice, as people have come through here from out of town, and you ask what brought you in, and they said, "Well, gosh, we've always been interested. Boise's been one of our primary places we've kind of looked at for our retirement, and we're not quite ready, but times couldn't be better to buy with the prices and the interest rates, so we've moved up our schedule a little bit. We may not move here right now, but we've moved it up in the schedule."
Yeah. This year you all have added a pool. We were just looking at some of the parks that are available and the fishing pond. But you all offer things to do all the time. So tell me about some of the events you guys have coming up as part of Avimor and the stewardship.
Well, and that is part of Avimor Stewardship's mission, is not only to take care of all of the 24,000 acres we have out here, but to build community, not just within Avimor, but within our borders, but outside the borders. Last week we had the last bird walk of the season, and of course anybody that's gone on our website knows Avimor is very prolific with all of the birds.
Lots of birds. And Charlie Bond runs that. And he recently did a hike. What was his last hike about?
Last weekend, Charlie did a hike. They were supposed to go to Stack Rock and back. They ended up going all the way to Bogus Basin Road. Quite a few people from the community and some from outside.
Nice.
Charlie's getting ready to do a community walk up to Sheep Rock, which is about 6 miles each way. Not a real horrible walk, and everybody's invited, not just people within the community.
Do they need to make reservations?
No reservations are needed, but it wouldn't hurt to keep checking the website and stuff. If a storm comes in or something, it might get postponed.
Right.
Avimor also, to build relationships within the community, we've been doing Avimor night outs, where the Avimor residents get together and leave the property to go into Eagle, to dine together, just to tell stories and talk about each one's adventures. When the property's this big, they're all up after hiking, biking, a little bit of bird hunting and that kind of stuff this time of year, and they'll get together and tell stories of what they encountered in the backcountry around the trails.
Now, Ken, I know you've had the chance to meet a number of people in the community. So, what would you say some of the common threads that people share are?
The common denominator is that they just love it. They like being able to let their kids roam free, explore, lots of things to watch, animals.
It's a happening place.
It's a happening place.
That's cool. Well, I appreciate you guys' time today, and thank you for taking care of Boise for us.